Oh, the time here at Eastern was fantastic. For a guy to be able to play 45 minutes to an hour away from home was like a dream come true for me to play at a Division I program that had a great reputation with a great coach in Jim Ward. My first year to come in here and play was really like a dream come true for a guy like me. And I had a great 3 years here. I played and got to play for two fantastic coaches and meet a lot of great teammates that I played alongside over the 3 years, and it was just a good time for me. I love playing, obviously close to home, and that my parents could be here to watch me play, so that was great too. But I think the relationships probably stick out to me more than anything. Well, I'd say 85% of the players I play with here were characters. They would never. There was a lot of interesting guys. When you play baseball, you're seeing guys from all over the country, from different places and different backgrounds. There was definitely some guys with interesting personalities. I don't know that one sticks out to me. There's too many to sit here and try to number. But overall, you meet some interesting people. But everybody that I played with was great. Everybody that I played with were good teammates. They wanted to win, and they were talented guys. And we had a good time here. There was a lot of teachers and professors here at this school that I got along with great. Had good relationships with most of them. I was a sport management major, so I spent the majority of my time over in the athletic department. But Dr. Farrar sticks out to me as one of my favorites. He was definitely very instrumental. He's a good teacher. I learned a lot from him in a short period of time that I had him. I just had him for one semester, and it was very beneficial for me. College ball was obviously a big step up from high school. I think the schedule being the biggest step up. You go from playing 25 to 30 games in high school, bumping that up to about 60 games in college. And then you play more games during the week, it seemed like. So that was a big difference. Obviously the competition gets better every time you move up. But and then obviously from college on to professional ball, you go from about 60 games to about 140. And in the big leagues to 160. So that's a big difference for a player to learn how to pace himself, to learn how to take care of his body, to stretch, to do the little things that you need to do, eating right during the week so that you can stay healthy, have the energy that you need, and you're having to do all that as you're competing against the best players in the world. So I think just balancing, learning how to balance and learning how to prioritize your time, working out, doing the little things that you need to do to stay healthy, stay on the field. But really the biggest difference, competition, and then just the amount of games you play. Oh man, I think for me, just stepping on that big league ball field, getting a chance to play in the big leagues. One of my favorite moments was when I started. When I came in the game against the Chicago Cubs, I was with the Houston Astros, getting a chance to step on that field after 5 years of minor league ball, working hard, putting all that time in, and then getting a chance to walk on that field with a big league uniform and seeing my mom and dad and my brother sitting behind home plate was a real special moment for me, just because they have sacrificed a lot for me to play ball. They sacrificed a lot for me to be here at this school. And it was just a time in my life where I felt like I was giving back to them, and I could show them that I worked hard, and this is my thank you to you for sticking in there with me and supporting me all these years. Man, there's several pitchers that I thought that about. Two that stick out in my mind. One of them is J.C. Romero. He's a bullpen pitcher. At the time, he was a bullpen pitcher with the Phillies. He was tough to hit. He had a two-seaming fastball, really sunk in on the hands of left-handers. I really had a hard time hitting him, and I think I got one hit off of him, and it was a mistake. It was a broken bat single, but he was one guy that I dreaded facing. And then you got Cole Hamels and some of the other great left-hand pitchers that are in the game still today that really make it difficult on left-hand hitters. So those two guys stick out. And then you got Roy Halladay, who I faced my first opening day start with the Tigers. I started left field, and I faced Roy Halladay in Toronto. And everything that he throws moves inches at a time. So everything's sinking or diving or cutting, and just he's a very difficult pitcher to hit. So those guys stick out in my mind probably more than anybody. Oh man, as far as history goes, obviously Wrigley Field was the most special place I've ever been. As far as me playing well and liking the ballpark, I love Minute Maid Park. With Houston, most people you might not hear that from a lot of people, but it's I just like the fact that it's natural. You got the closed roof, but you're not going to have to worry about wind. You don't have to worry about the sun. You don't have to worry about all the elements sometimes that come into play when you're a baseball player. And I just saw the ball well there, so it was one of probably my favorite place to play as far as me feeling good and seeing the ball well and doing well. Right now I'm at home working full-time in the ministry. I work with Fellowship of Christian Athletes. We cover 16 counties, including the county that I'm in, Pulaski County. And we basically get a chance to minister to young teenagers, middle school kids, and then also coaches. But it's a great opportunity for a guy like me who's been blessed with an opportunity to play baseball at a high level. It's a great platform for me to use that to be able to share with kids more important things in life than sports. And so I take that very seriously, very blessed, and been given a lot of opportunities, especially me being from a small town, a lot of opportunities to share my heart with young people.